What it do, bruh? Talk of the town, Nintendo, Doc Trey still holding it down, still make the best games, and you know this, bro. It's the truth. If you don't like it, you can have that seatbelt.
All right, so as you guys surely have heard, unless you've been living under a rock, the Activision Blizzard acquisition that Microsoft was attempting to make, the $69 billion acquisition of Activision Blizzard, has been blocked, at least in the UK. And Microsoft has been fighting tooth and nail in order to get this deal to go through. And the regulators in UK, mount up. Anyway, I had to do that. The regulators in UK have, at least for now, blocked the deal. And there's two reasons why they say that they blocked the deal. One had to do with cloud gaming, and they were worried that cloud gaming was on the rise and that Microsoft was going to control too much of the market if this deal goes through or something like that. Whatever, don't care about that. But the other thing that they mentioned is that they don't believe that Call of Duty will run on the Switch. Now, they actually mention, like the Miracle ports and stuff like that have been on the Switch. But that's not what they mean. What they mean is it could come to Switch, but it's not going to be the same level. Like the frame rate's not going to be the same. The feature set, the graphics, and all of that, it's not going to be the same experience. And it's like, they're right. I mean, but that's kind of like a duh moment, right? So the reason why they say that is because even though Microsoft didn't even at first say Nintendo Switch, they said Nintendo consoles, support for the next 10 years on Nintendo consoles. They used the Switch install base of 100 million plus to hype up their numbers to help their case. And then once they got called out about that, they pretty much said, well, it could run on the Switch, right? Well, we know it can run on the Switch, but how it will run on the Switch is a different story. And then also, from my standpoint, even before this deal was even announced, there was already a rumor that Activision was going to be bringing a Call of Duty to the Switch, but that the first game, at least, was going to be a port of Call of Duty 4 Remastered, which is probably still going to come out, whether this deal goes through or not. Well, so it's blocked for now in the UK. And Microsoft is pretty desperate for this to go through. And we saw reports a month or so ago that actually mentioned a potential successor to the Switch, aka the Nintendo Switch redacted. But it's got me thinking, now that this has gotten blocked and Microsoft is very desperate, they might end up leaking the Switch 2 themselves, because they are so desperate to prove that, yeah, it will be feature parity. It will have feature parity. It will be a similar experience. Like, in the UK, regulators are like, no, it's not gonna. What are you talking about? You just have the Switch here. It's not gonna look or play the same at all. And I think Microsoft is just gonna get so desperate they're gonna be like, look, it runs great on the Switch too. Have that seat. And then they're gonna be like, the Switch too. I don't know. I think I think it's a possibility that Microsoft, of all people, might end up leaking Nintendo's next gen console out of pure desperation just for this deal to go through, so that they can prove that there will be an actual competent version of Call of Duty on Nintendo platforms. Because think about this. They were trying to subpoena a Nintendo employee, the Nintendo employee that's responsible for that negotiated the deal with Microsoft, that's responsible for third-party relations for Nintendo. They were trying to subpoena the person that would definitely know about, not only know about the next Nintendo console, but the main person that will be going around shopping the next gen console to these other third-party publishers and developers. They want to subpoena that person. And Nintendo is trying to keep that from happening. They're like, as a loophole. They're like, oh no, you didn't subpoena us at such and such time. You waited. So they're not doing it. And the reason why they're not doing it is because they know these UK regulators are going to ask them how they plan to put Call of Duty feature parity wise on a Nintendo system. And the Nintendo employee would be under oath and would pretty much have to say, because it's going to be on the Switch too. And then they're going to be like, well, when does that come out? And they'll be under oath. That is the reason why that Nintendo guy doesn't want to go there. And I don't know, if things keep looking bad for this acquisition, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if Microsoft themselves is the one to actually leak details of the Switch 2 out of pure desperation. But anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments section. I think it's a possibility because, it's usually third parties that end up leaking these Nintendo systems anyway, whether it be Ubisoft with, I guess, the Wii and the Wii U, an Activision game, believe it or not, was the first leaked picture we saw of the original Wii with the Tony Hawk Down something jam. I forgot the name of that freaking thing. What was it called? Downhill Gym? Was it that? Tony Hawk Downhill Gym? Where that was the first Wii game showed, and it looked so terrible that people was like, this has to be fake. That was actually leaked like 2 days before the Wii was announced. The Wii was officially announced or something like that. Something like that. I don't know. But there's precedent for it, especially when it comes to, I guess, Activision. So Activision may in fact lead to the Switch 2 being leaked out of pure Microsoft desperation. So let me know what you guys think in the comments section. Also, thank you for watching. Make sure you like the video. And also, if you're not currently subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.